Mine is fairly easygoing but professional. When I say professional, I used to tell them what to do because I knew, and I learned from my previous, especially Ranjan and Allan Cameron taught me a lot, and I employed those. But I was not rigid. You know, I didn't want the assistant. I didn't need the assistant superintendent to go at 7:30 to the field. If he slept a little late and went for something else and went to the field, that's all right, as long as his work was done. This is the origin of what they now call flexi time. It was not that flexible, but they had that independence to do what they wanted to and then get on with the job. At the end of the day or end of the month, their reports and their fields showed that they had done work or there were shortcomings, which I would then correct with them. But I was never strict. I never refused them leave. It was easier to work on a friendly basis with them because they responded. If I was strict, they might, like me, have scooted out without leave. So they always told me, and I said, yeah, go ahead. So it was an easy relationship. Ranjan had a very rough exterior. He showed determination, he showed, business sort of attitude. But with his hair down, he was a very nice man, very considerate, very polite, and he was not the person he projected himself. I don't know whether he wanted to project himself like, the stern taskmaster who gets things done, who wants things done. That's what he projected, and he was successful in that sense. But as a person, he was very nice. And he got to very friendly with me because I was 17 years and I was, anything he said, I did. Ultimately, he told my father. He's a gentleman to his fingertips. My father says, I can't believe that. But then Mrs. was also very sweet lady, absolutely sweet. And when they go on leave, she used to give me the keys to the chicken run, so that in the morning I had to see that the gardener collects the eggs, count the eggs, write it in a book. Other those fellows take some of the eggs home. So she used to give me in charge of this, and I give back the eggs when she comes. It was not ad hoc training that he gave me. It was planned. It was with a purpose. At that time, halfway through I realized that he's taking me step by step by step. He's telling me why are we plucking, where are we plucking, what is the result of the type of leaf that you send to the factory. So the whole sequence of that he taught me. Otherwise he didn't say just go to the factory and learn manufacture and come back to the field. No. Once I remember he left me in a pruning field with a knife. He gave me a knife, left me in the pruning field, and the pruners were also in the pruning. He said, prune this row, I'm going to shuffle division and I'll come back and pick you up to take you. So thrashed around. I couldn't prune more than 2 bushes. My hands had calluses and all that. The Kangani felt sorry for me. And he came and within no time he pruned about 8-10 bushes. Ranjan came to pick me up and said, did you prune that row? I said, yes, sir. Oh, that's very good, very good. Excellent pruning. Then he asked the question which I couldn't lie. He said, who pruned? So I said, sir, Vayapuri Kanga. No. It's for you to learn, not for Vayapuri Kanga to show you how to prune. You must learn. And to learn, you must do it yourself. Come back after lunch in the afternoon and prune. No pruners at that time. Only these children gathering the prunings for firewood. They were laughing at this young assistant superintendent who was laboring over it. But that's how I learned. And I can prune, bushes now. So that way he had a very good plan for training. Some superintendents send the creeper, as the trainee is called, to the assistant superintendent because it's convenient, and maybe he didn't want a chap hanging around his bungalow. And so he said, and then that training depends on what sort of assistant superintendent is. If they get together and have a drink in the evening and no work during the day, then that fellow doesn't get a training. So I'm lucky that I got Ranjan, which made me a good planter. Allan Cameron he always had a cigar in his mouth. He was a gentleman's gentleman, Scotsman, not stingy as reputed. He used to always have a free house, night for dinner and all that. Excellent planter, outgoing, also looked at plantations not merely at the face level but the future, what is happening, what's going wrong with the fields, etc. I learned a lot from him. Unfortunately, he was my superintendent only for 2 years, but he was the only time we all got into trouble with him was there was a Puse. Puse is a Tamil festival where they do fireworking and Kavadi dancing and all. And we had on the next estate a tall, handsome German SD called Hans von Massenbach. Hans and Derek Bartholomew and J.K.C. Gunasekar, all the STs in the estate are invited as official guests. They come in tie and they perform and they dance and sing and all at this labourers' festival. Hans and all had put a couple of shots. Then Hans took a kavadi and started dancing. Now, not to be outdone, all the other STs also danced and this and that. We all enjoyed ourselves. The labourers enjoyed themselves. The ladies enjoyed themselves. And we went home. Next day I was summoned to the office. Ube didn't dance. Ube was my senior ST, I was the junior ST. He said, what did you do last night? So I was at that. No. Do you know that that is a religious festival? That is something that they do because it's a part of their religion and it's a thing that they have to do. You go and carry the kavadi and dance. So I can't say that Hans did it. I think he knows that Hans is the one who started it. And he said, don't do that again. Because you have to be very mindful of what their culture is, what their religion is. And if they ask you to come to the Covid, go to the Covid. If they ask you to carry that pot on your head, carry it. Because to them, that's everything. Whereas to you, it may be somebody's other religion and not a thing of great consequence. But you must always learn to respect their religion, their customs and their culture. Then you understand the labourers better. Allan Cameron also told me, when I first went, get to know all your labourers by name. Who is the husband of this woman? Who is the child? And he said, even go to the extent of finding out who the mistress is. Then you know when you go to the plucking field that there are women given special pots with extra leaf. That is the Kangani's mistress. So that way I learnt a lot from Allan Cameron also. Very nice man.